Episode number 52. It is N Kev. Back on the same coast.
Back on the same coast.
We switched last week, but we're back on the East Coast together this week.
For one day until I leave again tomorrow.
We nailed
and
that
we just
timing.
keep doing the whole thing. And then for the rest of our lives, we're just going to be alternating coasts.
No.
Every time I come back here, you're going to fly out. It's going to be a mess.
The next time I go to the West Coast, I definitely want you to be there. You have to be there. I need you to be there.
I should have been there this time. I know.
Yeah,
you probably had an amazing time. But you're like, part of this, it's a little incomplete.
Well, I did.
It's a little incomplete without Kevin there.
Well, I did sing Incomplete, but that was when I found the Backstreet Boys star. Hollywood Walk of Fame. Had nothing to do with you. But I did think of you a lot, and I did mention this last show that Hyperspace Mountain was back.
Yes.
I have that vivid memory of us going on that. I think that's how we ended our night.
And having a blast on Hyperspace Mountain.
I went on, I want to say, at least 5 times this trip because it was better than I remembered. It was so good, Kevin. I was like, he should be here.
Oh, my God. I'm so angry I wasn't. How were the lines there? Was it like crazy?
Certain things were crazy. Yeah. Certain things were like...
Naturally.
Empty, but they're always empty. But we also had a wheelchair, and because Disneyland's so old school and their queue lines are narrow and like there's stairs, we got to go to the exit for most of the attractions, so we didn't have to wait.
That's pretty sweet.
It was great.
Oh my gosh.
It was great.
So you were having a blast.
It was amazing. The weather was wonderful. I mean, even though I heard the weather here was pretty spectacular too while I was gone.
It was all right, yeah.
Yeah?
We had a good time. I mean, I did spend part of that time up in another big attraction like Disney World, Booth Bay Harbor, Maine.
Yeah, people think either Disneyland or Booth Bay.
They do. And you know what? I chose Booth Bay. I was like, it's a little quieter. Well, how
was it? Tell me about your trip.
Oh
What'd you do?
Gosh, it was wonderful. It was lovely. We're just on the water, just chilling, just good eating with the family, relaxing, hanging out, reading a book. Not really. I don't read.
I was like, wow.
I wanted to sound like cultured, like I was by the water and I was reading a book. I don't do that. I don't know what books. What are books? But had a great time with the family. We had a blast. We were just on the water there and just I don't know. The days just went very quickly and just had a good time. A lot of good food and good company. That's what it's all about.
What more could you ask for?
Not much.
Yeah.
Apparently the mouse. I could have asked for the mouse.
Well, that's me.
That's you.
I mean, if Goofy's not there, I don't know.
That is true.
Do you know every time, this sounds so corny, but every time I've gone to Disneyland, the first thing I've seen is Goofy when I enter the park.
Wait.
Every time, every first day of my trip.
How is that? I mean, I know.
It's just fate.
I mean, I understand how that is. Goofy's a pretty big part of the Disney equation. I get that. But, I mean, there's other big Disney attractions, too.
I know there is.
Or characters or whatnot.
He's the first one I always see. It's amazing.
Oh, my gosh.
And he's always in a different outfit.
Does that just put your mind at ease? Like, when you see Goofy, you're like, oh, it's on. Like,
I'm home.
Like, you know it's on. What was like the craziest thing to happen to you at the parks? Would you say, or the like maybe the highlight, the most exciting part of your days?
I will say something that was like the highlight of my trip actually wasn't in the park. I was with a couple of friends who work for the Disney company, and they were actually able to get us into the Walt Disney Studios, which is very private. A lot of people do not have access to go in there.
Yeah.
And I have seen the pictures, and you've probably seen them on Instagram, of people in front of the building with those huge statues of the 7 Dwarfs, like holding up the building. Yeah. That's the Disney Studios. And my whole life, I have dreamed of seeing that. And I was like, that's never something I'll get to see in person. And the fact that I got to see it in person was like, oh my gosh.
It was unbelievable.
It was unbelievable. I got to see all of the Disney legends handprints, like Stan Lee, Harrison Ford, like just Robert Downey Jr., like all these big names.
Was this a complete shock to you that you did this? Or did you know going in that you were going to? No.
I found out the night before that it was a possibility, not a guarantee.
Okay.
So I was trying not to get my hopes up. I even brought an outfit change just in case so I didn't jinx it going. And then we were able to go in, and it was just like...
You went fully prepared with outfit change.
Outfit change and everything.
Oh, my gosh.
I take my outfits very seriously.
Well, you do. Yeah, you do, especially when they come to Disney.
So...
that's incredible.
It was incredible.
So
it was something I'll
trip.
Never forget. I mean, getting to pass by the offices, and then there was a voice acting booth where there was recording for something Disney, whether it's a movie or like a commercial or a TV show or whatever. So
did you press him? Did you figure out what it was?
I was like, what are you doing? And
what is going on
in
here?
He shrugged, and I was like, because he can't talk because he's been using his voice.
Oh, wow. Oh, that's so crazy.
So cool.
Yeah.
So that was great. And then later that same day, I got to go to the WB Studios, which they were filming Space Jam 2 with LeBron James.
Oh, my gosh.
Rather tall man.
Yes.
They were filming...
Did you see LeBron?
I didn't, have a...
hold on. I mean, your stuff's exciting. But if you saw LeBron in person, I'm not even a big LeBron. I mean, I'm a big sports guy.
Didn't realize it was him until after a private tour guy was like LeBron James.
Wait, what? Oh, are you serious?
I mean, I would know if it was Michael Jordan.
Does he walk by them just shooting this movie on the lot?
Well, I don't think they were actually in the process of shooting. I think he has a big office there or something right now.
Sure.
So he was just walking back. But they were filming the Harley Quinn movie. Didn't even know that was going to be a thing.
Okay.
So Margot Robbie was there.
I saw the trailer to that recently.
Oh, so, that is a big thing.
We'll talk more about it.
All right, cool.
I saw a movie this week.
Oh.
Chapter 2. It ends.
No.
Boom.
It needs to all end.
Boom. It ends. Pennywise.
No.
Scary as hell. Yeah.
I don't do clowns.
I know you don't. Well, we don't have to talk about that. But they did drop a trailer to the new Harley Quinn movie.
I didn't even know it was announced until they were like, oh, that's where they're filming the Harley Quinn movie. I was like, all right. You're saying Suicide?
Well, the Suicide Squad movie was it did okay. So it was a little surprising. I mean, she was definitely a standout. She's a terrific actress.
Yeah.
And
well, didn't she get an Oscar
did a great job in that role. Yeah.
Not for that.
Not for that. No. But yes, she did great in that. And now they're making this movie, and they're doing another Suicide Squad called
That's crazy.
The Suicide Squad.
Oh,
with James Gunn from Guardian movies.
Yeah, the Guardians director.
Yeah. But anyway.
Interesting.
So you saw that.
So we saw
You're
that.
on set. You see that. You see
Fuller House
Space Jam 2.
Isn't
that show done? Fuller House 2?
I think they're on the last season.
Still going?
But there was so much being taped, and I was like, I guess I really never did this in September before where everything is shooting. I saw a trailer for The Rookie, and I was like, Kevin was on The Rookie. My dad was like, is Kevin here? I was like, we've been over this. He's on the East Coast.
Oh my gosh, I'm just disappointing everyone. This is terrible.
It was really cool to do a studios day, and
No, I mean, for you too, having had involvement in productions and just having your history as an actress and whatnot, it must have been so fascinating watching the behind the scenes aspects of this. I mean, this obviously wasn't your first time seeing something like that in your life, but that must have been exciting.
It was
for
awesome,
you, right?
It was really cool because obviously the stuff that I've done is nothing like a Jurassic Park. So getting to see the jungle where they film scenes from Jurassic Park and be like, they turned this into what you see on the movie. It's just mind-blowing. And then they did something really cool at the end of the tour. They had the Friends couch that you always see pictures of. And
which I've still never seen.
You need to,
never gone there.
Next trip.
I was on the lot for The Rookie last year. I never saw it. No,
you need to. You need to.
No, I need to.
Because now they have, it's Friends in the beginning, and then it's the Big Bang Theory when you leave that building. So I got to sit in Sheldon's spot, which was a huge deal.
Oh, yeah.
But when we were sitting on the Friends couch, the guy was like, we're going to do some Friends trivia, and the people who get it right get to be placed in a scene with the cast of Friends, and they do this video where they cut to clips of Phoebe and Monica, but then they needed a Joey, a Rachel, and a Ross. And I get to be Rachel because I have no life and know everything about Friends. And then my sister wanted to be in it, so I gave her the answer to the next question. So she played a Joey, and then some random guy played Ross, and they cut it together, and it was so cool.
I always thought Melissa was funny like a Joey. I've always thought so.
Yeah.
Wait, they didn't need a Chandler, you said?
No, because it was you're a Friends fan.
I'm a diehard.
So
Friends
it
fan.
was.
Come on, Christina.
I should know better.
Come on.
But he's a diehard, but he hasn't seen the couch. Everyone, do you hear that?
Oh, yeah, okay.
You've had access to it.
Yeah, well, I haven't seen that, no.
So
haven't been there.
It was the scene where it's Phoebe's birthday, and she wants to plan, everyone going out to dinner, and someone needs to stay home and watch Ross, and Ross is like, well, I was thinking we could both go. And she's like, oh, okay. And then she's like, wow, this is going to be the first time the six of us are together since Emma. And Monica's like, the six of us are together right now. And then Rachel goes, Mon, Chandler's not here. And she's like, oh, God. So it was that scene that they got to piece together. So that was really fun.
That's so funny.
Yeah, so that was a great day. I mean, then I took my best friend who had never been to California before to the Hollywood Walk of Fame. We finally, after 3 tries, found the Backstreet Boys star.
Oh, my gosh.
But that's far removed.
How'd you not know exactly where the Backstreet Boys star was?
I should have just Googled it in years past, so I did, and it said it was in front of the Live Nation building, which is a couple of blocks away from Grauman's.
That takes away some of the mystery of it, right? But I mean, I guess there's some fun in exploring for it.
And I found every other star but theirs in the past.
But the Backstreet Boys,
But then, so they have New Kids on the Block, Backstreet Boys, and then NSYNC.
That makes sense.
So the boy band, Ally. So that was
no
really
98
cool.
Degrees? Any chance I can make a 98 Degrees joke on this podcast, I do it.
I think they'll get...
And they're never funny. They're never funny jokes.
They're just not.
But you know what? This is my corny K and Kev dad joke, is a 98 Degrees reference. That's what I do.
All I can say is they'll get the star before O-Town.
Oh, God. Why'd you have to do that to O-Town? O-Town wasn't doing anything to you. Why would you do that to them?
What has 98 Degrees been doing to you?
I don't know.
So there you go.
I don't know. I've always had something against Nick Lachey. He's just in...
Because he's perfect?
Because he's in terrific shape. Mm-hmm. You know, he's a real jerk. All right? Yeah. It's like tone it down with the workouts. All right? No, we're all impressed. No, 90 Degrees is great. So, okay, so you see all those stars. We go way off topic. We do it. We do it all the time. Okay, but this sounds like it was an amazing. It was
trip. An amazing trip. It really was.
And your friend had an unbelievable time, and the family
had a great time.
Per usual.
Disneyland was awesome.
Yeah.
I have a question. So we were driving around.
I have an answer, maybe.
And the traffic. I don't have to explain LA traffic to you. But
I've narrated LA traffic to you.
It's true.
Sorry, there's a lot of this.
20 minutes it took Kevin and I to get on the freeway.
Yeah.
That was the 405,
to
right?
5 steps on the freeway, yes.
So it was really congested in this one area, and we were in front of the Hollywood Bowl, and there was a show that night. Have you ever seen a show at the Hollywood Bowl?
Yeah.
Because this is on my bucket list now to do that.
Yeah, I did. I saw... I don't know if we've ever discussed it on here, but I saw Florence and the Machine.
Oh,
at
that's
Hollywood
a good
Bowl.
show.
And a brand new act named The Weeknd opened up for Florence.
Oh, my gosh. Oh, how long ago was this?
This was like 5-6 years ago, maybe.
Wow.
Yeah.
That sounds like a good show.
It was an incredible show. Florence and the Machine. I mean, she's an unbelievable vocalist. She just has some killer pipes. And so she was amazing. Her band was unbelievable.
Yeah.
The Machine, they were amazing. And so The Weeknd comes out, and he, like... Before he had a lot of, like, the commercial appeal, like, his earliest hits were, like, a little rough in terms of, like, some of the language.
Sure.
So he gets out there and he starts saying, like, mother bleep and this and that and this and in his songs. And I was like, but he had a great voice. So it was like a filthy Michael Jackson or something. I was like, who is this guy?
Well, the first time we ever played The Weeknd on air here, people thought it was a new Michael Jackson song that got re-released or something. And I was like, this is a new guy completely.
Brand new guy.
Yeah.
Because that's the thing. Like, when you think of, like, present-day Michaels, like, the guys who get closest are, like, Bruno. And The Weeknd.
Yeah.
And I like Bruno better, but, you know. But The Weeknd, so he gets out there. He did a great job, So that's the one show I saw there. And I went with my friends Emily and Avir, and it was unbelievable. We had such a blast. Yeah.
That's next on my bucket list.
You gotta go.
Show there.
Next time you go out there, we gotta go to a show.
I would love that.
Hell yeah.
I know they do a lot of those like musicals where they'll have a really big cast.
Live musicals.
And then they just did Into the Woods recently. They did The Little Mermaid with like John Stamos.
Oh yeah.
I would love. Sarah Bareilles was in that. I would love to see one of those shows.
And I've never been to a single one like that. Which you're not surprised.
No,
because I just stay in LA and never leave my house. Except when I have an audition.
He doesn't go to Disneyland. I
certainly don't go to Disney, and I certainly don't go to the Warner Brothers lot to take tours of the Friends couch. But I should do all these things. So next time you're there, we got to do something like this.
Please.
They also have, like, the amazing shows with, like, the orchestras. You know, they'll do, like, the Star Wars, show. And do, like, with a full orchestra, just like,
I would absolutely love that.
Yeah. So, we got to do something like that.
It sounds like we're going to have a very busy schedule the next time I go out there.
We got it, assuming I don't immediately book a flight home.
You probably will.
Book your flight.
I'll be like, hey, Kev, these are my dates. And then, okay, I'm going to New York, actually.
I will do anything I can to throw a wrench into our plans. Oh, my God. We have other stuff to talk about now.
We've got a lot to talk about.
What is this new NBC?
So, it's so funny. The last show we did was the Disney Plus streaming service. And I was like, Netflix is in trouble. Now I really think Netflix is in trouble because you were just telling me before we started recording, this new NBC streaming service is going to have like all the things we love about Netflix.
Exactly. Oh my gosh, I lost it.
So it's the
called
Office.
Peacock.
Peacock, right?
Yes.
The logo.
Yes.
The Office is going to be on there.
Office. Everybody loves Raymond.
Huge.
Classic.
Cheers
is going to be on there.
There's a couple of reboots, too, you were saying.
And there's a couple of reboots. They're rebooting Battlestar Galactica.
Which Dwight Schrute is going to love that from The Office.
For all the nerds out there. Yes.
I heard someone say that in California, nerd, and I was like,
said it like
Kevin?
That?
Kevin, are you here?
Kevin got the flight back. Right? Like the ending of some movie. Kevin made it. He made the plane. He's back. So Battlestar Galactica. But then the other one that we talked about, do you remember?
Yes. Saved by the Bell.
Saved by the Bell?
Is it the original cast?
I don't know. I just saw the article on Deadline Hollywood. I don't know what the deal is.
A reboot involves the original cast. A remake does not, right? That's how that works?
Right. Remake would be seemingly an entirely new cast. Reboot would have elements of the original, some sort of, be it one or two characters and maybe
Mario Lopez, come on,
maybe a bunch of new characters, in addition to that, a brand new young cast. So, I mean, you would assume, I mean, are a few of these, are they teachers themselves now? Is someone the principal?
Oh, that's interesting.
And then a new class of kids. But they did this so many times. They ran it into the ground post Saved by the Bell, like the new class and college years.
I blocked it out.
Well, you blocked it out because it wasn't very good.
No, it was not.
That's why you blocked it out, because it was crap.
It was.
But it's okay. So they're rebooting it, and everyone, this is the thing, we crave nostalgia. I mean, it was only a matter of time before they did something like this, and now they're doing it.
Well, I mean, they did it for 90210, and that's so bad, you can't stop watching.
Oh, God. What is that?
I can't stop watching.
What is it, Christina?
I'm a couple of episodes behind, but
I watched a little bit with my mother.
It's confusing. You watched the first episode, right? So it started off...
No, I don't think I did.
Oh, you didn't? Okay.
No.
Because the first scene picked up, they were all their characters, they were at the Peach Pit. I was like, okay, this is good. And then all of a sudden it cuts to them in a different alternate reality version of themselves. So they play themselves, but they have like different families and different things going on. So
why? Why are they doing this?
I don't know.
It's so weird.
It's so weird, but I can't look away.
My mother just explained it to me at home the way you just did now, very well, and I was still confused.
Yeah, it's a confusing premise.
Because it's just a weird premise.
It is.
Okay, so 90210 they brought back,
but I'm sure it's going to be renewed for another season because,
of course,
like you said, we crave nostalgia,
and I'm sure the ratings are solid.
Yeah,
because people want to see these familiar characters again.
But I feel like that's happening all over the place, not just TV. Because like even when I was in Disneyland, they brought back the Main Street Electrical Parade. It's been years since it's been there, the nighttime parade. And people, it was like packed. People every night trying to watch this parade because it was something, I guess, that reminds them of their childhood.
Oh, yeah.
It's nostalgia.
We just want to relive that childhood feeling.
Yeah.
We just want
simpler times.
Simpler times, absolutely.
But I think the NBC streaming service hit the nail on the head with that, bringing back shows that we love from the past. I don't know if any new stuff's going to be on the streaming service, but it sounds like it's going to do very well just based off of The Office and Everybody Loves Raymond alone.
Yeah, and you would think in addition to that, new original content as well as potentially maybe another reboot or two.
Oh, you said Parks and Rec is going to be on that too.
Yeah, so you're remembering all the stuff I forgot because I lost it.
I literally just had the word NBC and I keep staring at it to remember things.
You were just remembering. Yes, Parks and Rec is going to be on the app as well,
I go on Netflix and I watch either The Office, Friends, or Parks and Rec.
Yeah.
So Friends is moving to like the HBO streaming service, which
you just told me.
I don't understand that.
And that's so weird to me. Yeah.
And then Parks and Rec and The Office are moving to this NBC one. So there's not a heck of a lot that's going to keep people on Netflix.
And it's such an intense competition. And then the big news to drop yesterday out of the Netflix is that Seinfeld is coming to Netflix,
which I think they're doing because they're losing all these other.
Yeah, it's definitely what can we do to salvage this audience? With Disney Plus.
Yeah,
now Peacock with NBC. Yeah.
What do you watch on Netflix? Do you watch any of these things?
I mean, it was The Office just constantly, and lately I haven't been watching a lot of Netflix.
Yeah. So would something like Seinfeld keep you with Netflix?
I think. For me, I always enjoyed Seinfeld. I'm not a Seinfeld diehard the way other people are.
Yeah,
which I know is like blasphemy.
I know.
I'm so sorry.
People are
I know people are going to be like,
sorry.
"What is wrong with you two? You don't watch Seinfeld." I honestly like Curb Your Enthusiasm more.
Yeah, which I think will also be on the HBO.
Yeah, because I'm a bigger fan of watching Larry David do that shtick than Seinfeld. Just for me, in particular, I'd rather watch Seinfeld on Comedians in Cars Getting Coffee. I love that show.
I love that.
That's a great show.
Yes.
Yeah. My buddy Hassan Minaj was on that show.
Was he?
And he did not this most recent season, but the one prior. Yeah.
And did
Hassan
he just have the best things to say about the experience?
I mean, he said it was amazing. Yeah, absolutely.
That's so cool.
But it's just So I think that I don't really know. I don't know what's going to keep people on Netflix.
It's going to be interesting.
They'll still have a decent programming, I guess.
Yeah. I thought when I went out to California that I was going to see Disney Plus stuff everywhere promoting it. But then I thought about it. I'm like, they really don't have to because they're already killing it and it hasn't even launched yet.
No, they already have such a heavy following going into this thing. But now it's everyone else fighting for the scraps of what's left there. But people are going to have multiple streaming services.
Would you get the NBC streaming service?
I don't know that I would.
I don't think I would because all the shows that are moving that I really like,
I
have on DVD.
It's true.
Netflix was a convenience because I already had it, so it was there.
Yeah.
But I'm like,
I think there's going to be a good market for it, but I think there's going to be a lot of people like you and people like me. I mean, like, I personally, I've watched Parks and Rec twice over on Netflix, and then I've watched The Office a billion times. Yeah. So it's one of those things where it's like, I don't necessarily need to, like, don't get me wrong, down the line I'm going to watch these shows again because I too crave nostalgia. We all do. But I don't know. I'm not sure. It's a good question. I got stuff to think about. If I'm going to get Peacock, if I'm going to get all these.
Disney Plus.
I still got to get Disney Plus. I haven't even done that yet. I mean, everyone's getting that.
So speaking of The Office, I actually was flipping through channels last night while I was unpacking, and the actress who plays Meredith Palmer on The Office is on Dancing with the Stars.
Yes, I watched this with Mom.
So her beginning scene was the in an office, and I was like, ugh. I loved that. Yeah. Her dance was not so good, but I loved the package before. She
tried.
Yeah. I love that stuff.
It was great. It was great. Yeah. I like that. I like how each was a familiar theme for the contestants. Yeah. I'm not a big Dancing with the Stars guy.
I've watched a couple of them.
It's never really done much for me.
Yeah.
But, I mean, I respect it.
Yeah.
I respect that Meredith is doing her thing on that.
Yeah. It was great to see her in, sequins and stuff instead of, what she would do on The Office. So that was cool. That was cool.
Oh, absolutely. We talked Camila last week.
Yeah.
And what's the name of the girl who's on this year who was in Fifth Harmony with her?
Allie Brooke.
Allie Brooke, yes. Yep. Yes. So, to me, that seems super unfair because it's obviously she has a dancing background.
Normani from Fifth Harmony was also on Dancing with the Stars.
Was she?
And she was incredible.
Did she win?
Did she win?
I don't think she did.
She did.
How did she not win?
Well, that was
because all those girls can dance.
Yeah.
So maybe they're not the best.
It's a fan thing. Whoever has the most fans.
Yeah. I just think that's so unfair. Yeah. How is anyone from that girl group on Dancing with the Stars because they have such a leg up? I don't know.
Well, they've had Joey Fatone's been on. That's true. Nick Carter's been on.
That's fair.
Yeah. So they've had advantages too.
I mean, I guess they have to.
Yeah,
just because they try to get celebrities out of each realm of celebrity. Yeah, so I get that.
And because those
genres
artists were on, I was watching, so they nailed that.
There you go. They did all right. Yeah.
But Sabrina Bryan, who's one of the Cheetah Girls, who is the dancing Cheetah Girl, she was on Dancing with the Stars, and she would I think she got a 10 the first week or something.
Jeez.
And she didn't win.
What?
Which blew my mind.
I thought she won.
No, she didn't.
Who won over her?
It was some sports guy, I think.
There's been 800 seasons.
Really
it's impossible to keep
I think
track.
It's season 27 that they're on.
This is exhausting.
People keep watching.
We keep watching.
I didn't watch.
It's our fault.
Didn't watch last season.
It's good.
But there were some names this season that I was like, I want to see Kel Mitchell again on TV.
I know. Yeah. Kel Mitchell.
That was so cool to see him. Yeah.
It's dope to see Kel. No, they do have a good cast. And that girl from Fifth Harmony is pretty cute, that Allie Brooke.
I didn't see her dance. Was she good?
Yeah,
she's good. Yeah. Kevin's I was looking at her face. I don't care.
She's hot. She's hot. I'll throw her a vote. I don't care. I didn't vote, but I'm saying
so
in future
weeks.
Well, I know. I'm an
So speaking of Fifth Harmony, after you left 2 weeks ago, Camila Cabello called.
Yes. We had to talk about this, yes.
I told you I was so nervous about this because what we couldn't talk about, blah, blah, blah. She was so nice. We had to fit it in 5 minutes because she was really pushed back for time. And I was like, how am I going to fit this all in? So we started talking about how she's going to be in Cinderella. Did you know this? She's going to be Cinderella.
I heard about that. That's very exciting, yeah.
So I guess a lot of people have been talking to her about the things she does not want to be talked about, like Shawn Mendes.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I'm going to talk about Cinderella.
Yeah.
And I was like, I'm such a Disney fan. And she's like, well, I'm a Disney nerd too. Hit it off.
There you go.
So
right away, y'all were just off and running. Yeah.
We hit it off. She was so sweet to talk to. She had a lot of energy. She wasn't I'm sure it was a grueling day for her, and she didn't let that show. And phone interviews can be so rough with that.
Yeah.
They are half there. They just got their mind in other places. But she was fully focused on the interview.
That's awesome.
Every time I would say something, she'd be like, "Thank you so much for asking that," or if you're saying that.
Yeah.
And it was great. So now I'm even more of a fan of
Isn't
hers.
it nice? Isn't it nice? Because obviously,
it's so refreshing.
It's always just a roll of the dice with someone who's one of the biggest names in the industry right now. We talked about this. And for the most part, and I think you've found this too, I've found it in the acting realm where you work with these big names, and for the most part, they're good people. Mm-hmm. Every once in a while, you meet someone, you're like, I don't know about
some
that.
Some of them can be a disappointment when you think they're going to be nice, too.
Right, and some of them you're surprised and you're let down by.
Yeah.
But the majority get to where they get to for a reason,
yep.
and it's because they know, in addition to being very talented, they know how to go about it where they treat people the right way. Because they're dealing with tons of people when they do this stuff.
But she's so young, so I didn't know how it was going to go.
She's very young, and she started out young, which is the tricky part, because it's like, how old was she? Was she 16 when that? She was a kid.
She was probably like 14.
Jeez, she was a kid.
Because she was on X Factor.
So that's the risk you run when you get that fame that young.
Yeah.
And see it through into adulthood like this. Like, there's a potential for arrogance or this or that, and there's none of that.
There was not, at least for the interview.
No,
I was very, very pleased.
I'm so happy to hear that.
Yeah.
And because you told me that, I'm now a bigger fan.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, I've always thought she's talented, but like, that's really cool.
But now she's a good person on top of it.
Yeah.
So
but you know what? It's also because you do a great job of asking questions.
Oh, well,
and
thank
you're
you.
not asking the same tired questions that people ask.
I hate that.
People ask.
I don't want to listen to that. So why would I bring those questions up?
You made out in the video. Who cares? Who cares?
The internet threw up over that one.
I know. I didn't care.
I was away. I was so happy. I was like not scrolling through my feed. I saw one and I was like, I'm just staying off.
She did that right after the interview with you. She's like, that interview went so well. I'm going to go make out with Shawn Mendes. That's what I'm going to do.
My interview was a turn on.
Yeah. Well, I didn't say it was a turn on, but, you know, she was happy.
It was implied.
She was happy. She was going to go make great content for the internet.
That's hysterical.
That's weird. I'm a weird guy, okay?
Nerd.
This is a weird week for me. I'm a weird nerd. Yeah.
Well, you're probably like all over the place too, because you know you have to go back tomorrow. You've been like in Maine and New York, and how do you deal with the time difference? By the way,
I don't.
Yeah, you don't.
No, it throws me off. It throws me off just sleep wise. It throws me off blood sugar wise. We relate to this with our.
What's your number?
Did I show the people?
Should we show off our
my non muscles? Boom, Dexcom baby.
Oh wow,
let's go.
Very different.
They do. Yours looks like a computer mouse.
It is. It's got buttons on it and stuff.
It looks like one. That's adorable.
Someone like pushed it the other day and like, don't push my buttons. Don't do it.
Literally, do not push my buttons.
What is your number right now?
Well, I'm drinking the coffee right now. I'm at 195.
196? I mean, we should be excited about this.
No, this is not
high,
good.
But that's...
Diabetics, realize, being close to 200, not a good thing. Don't be excited about it.
We were both off after the last show. Were you high and I was low? Is that what it was last time? I was low.
Don't you? I think I was good.
Were you good? I was low.
You were not feeling well.
I don't know. Maybe I wasn't going to show.
Maybe I was running a little high.
In the video that I was just getting pale and like starting to zone out because you know how that. But you don't realize. But something like this will make you realize. Oh, it's going low or it's going high.
Yes. So this has just been a godsend.
Yeah.
I mean, for the time that I've been doing this, and I'm just so happy about it. But
still,
having said that, I've been home for 2 weeks.
Yeah.
It's almost 2 weeks. And still get thrown. I still, because my body, it takes the body a while to get acclimated to a new time zone.
Travel days are the worst.
Yeah. So for you going back and forth like you have been, I'm sure it takes that toll. But yeah, it takes a while to get used to it. I would say it takes a full week, but I'm still kind of dealing with it. I'm still waking up with some bad highs or lows or whatnot, and but you know,
my eating on vacation didn't help with that either because they had all the pumpkin stuff out, and I'm a huge pumpkin, so I had to have the Mickey pumpkin beignets and the pumpkin muffins and the Mickey waffles.
But it's vacation; you got to do it.
Exactly. Yeah, I was posting pictures and people were like, you're the worst diabetic. I'm like, thank you.
Oh, my God. Who said that to you?
A couple of people that don't have diabetes.
I'll go fight them. Oh, you're the worst diabetic, says the person who does not have that issue.
Like, what do you eat when you go to Disneyland? Let's talk about that.
Exactly.
Probably a lot worse than me.
Exactly.
Before we get to our questions, did you see that Kelly Clarkson on her new talk show is doing a season 1 American Idol reunion?
No.
All the OG judges, so your pal Simon, Paula, Randy,
how nice.
Justin Guarini is going to be on it. I'm really excited to watch that.
That's amazing.
It's been 100 years.
It has been a while.
It's been 17 years.
It's been 17 years.
How many years has it been since you were on?
13.
Jeez.
Yeah, 13.
Do you think they'd ever do would you ever do a season 5 reunion, or would you go to one?
Nah. No, I'm just kidding. No, I'm kidding. That was too easy. No, yeah, I'd love to see. I'd love to see a lot of those people.
Yeah.
I mean, I miss almost all of those people.
That's so great to say, though. That's like when you're in high school or you like do a show or something. Like that's just really cool. That's like becomes a family.
Yeah.
Who's the last person you saw from that season?
Well, like it's been the longest time since I've seen them.
No, the one that you've seen most recently.
Most recently.
Yeah.
God, I don't know how questions work. Apparently, the last person that I saw would have been. Jeez, was it Elliot? No, it was Taylor. It was Taylor.
Taylor Hicks. Oh, at the Jimmy
Kimmel thing, and he said like one word to me. Yeah, that was weird. I was like, bro.
I forget that.
I was like, I tried talking to him, and then he like went on his phone. I was like, all right, well, clearly
and that's that.
Clearly, your reunion with your phone is more important than with me. So, all right.
But Elliot, I would love to see Elliot. Another hint there for you.
I know. You keep giving me the hints, and I'm taking none of them.
I'm such a fan.
I know.
I've been giving Kevin hints for about 10 years now.
Yeah, I've wanted to meet Elliot forever. Yeah, we're going to be like in a nursing home together one day. I'd still love to meet that Elliot. One of these days, bring him by.
So that's not my question this week. When can I meet Elliot?
What's your question?
So there's a really interesting trending topic on Twitter.
Okay.
So everyone has to like do hashtag when I'm gone, they will say, and I want to know what you think yours would be and what mine would be for when they're gone, they will say.
Oh my God. I think yours is going to be way better than mine because people are going to recognize.
He was obsessed with Disney.
No, I think people are going to recognize the awesome work you've done.
What about you?
I think they'll recognize some of the work I've done, but I think it'll be a little more gimmicky. You know what I mean? Like,
I don't think so.
When they're wait. So what is it again?
When I'm gone, they will say, and then you can fill it in with whatever you want.
Hashtag when I'm gone, they will say she had the greatest afternoon drive show ever. Boom!
Kevin!
Boom! I'm just kissing all sorts of butt on this show today.
What would they say about you?
When I'm gone, they will say he looked more like a Disney animated character. Anyone else? I think it would be about that, though. Isn't it sad? Like, I don't want it to be because I never think about that. I don't go about my day thinking about that stupid nickname or anything like that or whatever. But I don't know. It would be. I don't know. I hope it would be about something like personal that I made them laugh. That I made people laugh. That I walked in the room and I made them laugh or I brightened up their day. I hope it's about that.
I would say something like that.
Boom.
For
yes.
sure.
Well, yeah, because you know me.
Yeah. Like, I think people are getting to know you with stuff like this, the podcast.
That's true. So, I would say something about me making you laugh. All right?
When I'm gone, they will say he had the best Facebook status.
Oh, that's a great one. Yes.
You do.
Thank you.
You just said made me laugh, and I always know when I log onto Facebook and I see your statuses, even if I don't understand them, because a lot of times they're sports related, I just laugh.
You still laugh.
Yeah.
You're like, oh, that's ridiculous. I don't get it, but I laugh. That one's about Daniel Jones. I don't get it, but I
get it now. He can hold his own in a pocket. I don't know.
No, you've already lost it. No, he's more mobile in the pocket than Eli Manning.
Yeah, I tried.
Teacher, sports stuff. Okay, my question. I got a question. Although that question was way better than mine.
Okay.
So I went to go see the It sequel.
Oh, God.
Yeah, we're talking about it again.
No.
Pennywise. Sarchi. That was a terrible impression.
Please don't do that to me.
I'm sorry. I tried to do the impression. That was awful. I'm usually pretty good with voices.
You are.
So I went to go see the sequel with my brother and my sister. We had a blast.
Yeah.
It was a great movie. I think the first one was a little bit better, the first It.
That's usually the case.
Yeah, but this one had James McAvoy, Jessica Chastain. Bill Hader was freaking amazing in it. I loved it. Who are you most afraid of in that genre? What... Like, as Halloween kind of sort of starts
Can
to
I tell
approach.
you?
No, what, like, scary movie, thing, person, what's
of it.
No, there's got to be one where you're just like, ugh, which one? Well,
I really have...
Which one is the worst?
I have a fear of clowns, so I'm probably going to say Pennywise. Although, oh, God, this time of year, I fall asleep with the TV on every night. I have to make sure I definitely put the timer on low because if I wake up in the middle of the night, there's usually like a Halloween trailer or something commercial.
Freaky,
and I'm like, I cannot do it. I am the biggest baby.
Yeah.
I don't like any of these movies.
Okay.
The commercials that were running for... the one where they get married and then she's got to be like inducted into all these, like the ceremony where like they do all these really possessed things. I could not watch that trailer. I can't.
It freaked you out.
I can't remember the name of it.
Okay.
It's a pretty... I think it's playing in theaters now.
So your answer is all the above.
All of the above.
I wanted one.
All of the above.
It's
well,
okay.
I don't do clowns. So
you don't do clowns.
Pennywise is a
Pennywise
big one.
for the win.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Chucky's another one.
Chucky's freaky.
pass.
Pennywise is scarier than Chucky to me. Chucky's
Pennywise terrifies
Pennywise
me.
is horrifying in this movie. It's so great. But I love it. I freaking love it.
I get to do the Gateway's Haunted Playhouse in a couple of weeks where they dress me up.
Yeah.
And I'm mentally preparing myself now for a clown to be present because they brought a clown here to the office last year.
Well, you got to deal with that.
To say that they won't do it again.
Probably going to be a clown. Yeah. Well,
No Pennywise, though.
No Pennywise.
Nope.
No Georgie. I won't do the voice again. It wasn't very good.
I'm still going to have nightmares about it, so there's that.
Well, enjoy the nightmares tonight.
Thank you.
I hope I'm co-starring in your nightmares tonight. Maybe I'll be...
You made it!
Maybe I'll be the one killed in your nightmare tonight.
Maybe after this. I don't
Buy a killer clown. Yeah.
Well, on that note, I'm really going to miss you until December.
I'll see you
next time you're home.
I know, I'll miss you too. I will see you in December. I'll come back right back here.
Please.
This seat, or, maybe in there. We'll see.
Go back to the
Wherever
studio.
they put us. Yeah.
We'll see. But maybe there'll be a new studio.
Maybe it will be. All right.
Have a safe trip. I hope your flights go a lot better than mine.
I hope so. I hope I don't take 8 flights to get to where I'm going. Yeah, hopefully, yeah.
4 is my new record.
We'll see what happens. All right.
Have
guys.
a good one, guys. We'll see you for episode 53.
Bye.